What film, meeting, person, experience made you want to make films? It's a very silly answer. Unexpectedly, Forrest Gump. I do documentaries, but Forrest Gump was the first movie that I watched, and it made me want to do films. Saw it as a kid from a different perspective. It's a movie about a guy who does what he wants. Everybody thinks he's stupid, but stupid is what a stupid does. He gets to be successful in everything he does. So for me, this was like, wow, I could go against the norms and still succeed. I want to live in such a world, and I want to be maybe a filmmaker. Let's go for the minute. What's your next project? I got to answer that one, so it doesn't count as the Joker. I'm working on a couple of projects. One is fiction. I'm writing fiction, which I've been pursuing for over 10 years. I think I've grown enough my experience in life to be able to approach the topic that I want to work on, which is, it's a fiction about DID, dissociative identity disorder, which is based on some personal experience. And there are 2 documentaries which I'm trying to get access to. Once I get an access, I can say what I'm working on, but also an access project, not dangerous. No more running after things that risk life, I hope. What do you find most challenging and rewarding about being a filmmaker? I think it has something to do with the fact that I get, especially documentary filmmaker, I get to live some other people's lives. It's really crazy how you dive, especially the style I make, which is cinema verite, you dive deep into someone else's life. Their life becomes something of yours. I got to spend time with the Taliban, which is something I don't think normal people would get to live. As horrifying and hard and traumatizing the experience was, it was very, very personally. It had helped me heal a lot of things in myself and understand things and face my inner demons. So that's a bless, I think, to always be in many things at the same time. Opa. Can you pitch us your film, Elevator Mode? When the US left Afghanistan after the failure of so-called Forever War, I arrived in Kabul to follow one high-ranking commander and one ground soldier at Kabul airport. Only filmmaker who kept going and going and going on the US and questioning, was it actually useful for the US to conduct such a war? And are we gonna live in forever the war mentality as we know? War begets war begets war, and we never find a solution. Can you discuss the role of film festivals and their impact on your career? This is my first feature film, and I was very, very blessed to be in so many festivals already. It has a personal impact that I'm able to travel around the world and meet people from different places, but I think the impact on my career is that to be able to be in so many places and meet so many different kind of directors, at the moment it shapes who I am as a filmmaker, guide me through how I want to see myself in 10 years. For my whole life and up until today, I was focused on the fact of getting to do my first film, and now I know it doesn't stop here, it starts here actually. And being around festivals, meeting a lot of experienced people and a lot of young filmmakers, you get to really establish in your mind how you want to pursue this persona that you're going to become in the following years. Okay, what's your favorite part of the filmmaking process? My favorite part is always filming. I wish I can always stay with the characters and keep filming and keep filming and keep filming. Editing is fun until you reach rough cut one, and then it becomes harder and harder and harder until you get to the final product. And for me, it's always favorite part is shooting. If you could collaborate with the person of your choice, your dreams, who would it be? Why? In documentaries still, I will pick Frederick Wiseman, because he is the and going and going and going non-stop, same quality, same style, didn't give up, didn't let himself fall into just, okay, I will do now some entertainment to make money or anything. He just kept going on creating cinema verite, and I was actually very lucky to have met him in the premiere of my movie in Venice Film Festival. He came there. It's the highlight of my career that he liked the movie. What advice would you give aspiring filmmakers, actors? Actors, I cannot give them any advice because I'm not an actor, but filmmakers, I would tell them find something that represents you. Don't follow the story that makes the money. First has to be something that really solves your personal issues rather than something that you think it's fascinating. Last one. Why do we continue to make films today? Because I think Generation Z hasn't taken over yet, but they will take over and make us stop making films someday. It has something to do with the fact that we want to dissociate and live our lives. Nobody thinks their life is very interesting, whoever they are. And films gives us a chance of reflecting and reliving our life and being in someone else's personality for an hour and a half, which also makes you reflect on everything in your life and like your life again. I think films has always been like therapy for me. It was my way to go to escape, and it will always be. So I hope they continue to make films so I could heal and people like me could heal. I am Ibrahim Nash'at. I'm a documentary filmmaker, Egyptian, living in Berlin, and cut.